We're finally talking about Rainbow DK. Let's go. Yeah, I heard that Blizzard put out a lot of Rainbow DK cards because apparently that's all Blizzard knows how to do nowadays because they know that it'll make me, Clark HELLSCREAM, extremely happy. Rainbow DK is still getting a lot of conversation surrounding it right now because it seems to be one of the only archetypes that Perils of Paradise is supporting outside of Frost DK. And I did make a Frost DK deck, but honestly, the deck really wasn't even like that, entertaining. I'll just be honest. It was a very straightforward deck. It is very doable. It's very buildable right now. But if we're talking about fun in Hearthstone, which is why you guys are hopefully here, I hope you guys are here not just because you think I'm the best gamer at Hearthstone, which, I am, according to Ant, the best Hearthstone player that has ever lived, but I hope you guys can understand that I am trying to find the fun decks when it comes to Theorycraft. There are some very powerful decks that I feel like I have to, say something about because I want to be known as the guy that knows what he's talking about, like with Holy Paladin, for example. Holy Paladin is absolutely busted, but Rainbow DK is in this very weird spot to where I don't know the direction how we're supposed to build it, so I built it very similarly to how we're seeing the deck already, at least in Whizbang's workshop. And in Perils of Paradise, there's a couple of ways of being able to add more control tools to this bit of a slower build of Rainbow DK, with cards like Frosty Decor, for example. But this is only playable in DK if you utilize the new tourist card available called Buttons. This was the very first tourist card that explained the mechanic to where if you are a DK, you can run the Shaman cards in Perils of Paradise. And there's another card that I thought was very interesting to add into the deck that might have utilization in DK but not necessarily in Rainbow, and that is matching outfits. The best way to explain this card is Conjurer's Calling, if you remember that in Mage back when Twin Spell was a thing. I forget when. Skullman's Academy? Yeah, that was Skullman's Academy. But yeah, matching outfits is pretty much the Shaman version of Conjurer's Calling, and the only difference between these cards is number one, you don't have Twin Spell, so you can't activate it twice for one card, but this is upgrading the minion and not just keeping it the same cost. So if you cast this on a 6-drop, let's say it evolves into a Baron Geddon, suddenly that 6-drop becomes 2 Baron Geddons. Now granted, that's not a great example, but one example that I want to tell you guys about is actually what you can do with a 10-mana Zilliax. Now granted, this deck does not have the 10-mana Zilliax, but if I were to go into my Zilliax, if I were to make it a ticking module instead of a virus module, and I have this 10 mana Zilliax available in my deck that can be cheated out, if I end up playing it for, I guess it doesn't matter how much mana I play it for, but let's say I play Zilliax for 0 mana. If I end up playing the Zilliax for 0 mana and I have enough board spaces for the matching outfits to summon 2 minions, then there's only one 11-drop card in the entire game, and that is Chained Guardian. You could potentially rush your Zilliax, attack it to a minion, cast the matching outfits to guarantee to bring back a Chained Guardian. Now again, this is not exactly what I'm going for with this particular build of the deck because I just wanted to focus on survivability instead of the scam potential, but I'm just trying to get you guys thinking about how exactly can we utilize matching outfits, and that is one synergy that I did happen to note, is that is a guaranteed reaction, because look at it, there's no other card that's available for 11 mana in the entire game. So if you want to take that and run with it, go ahead and do that. Maybe there's a matching outfits DK that might be worth trying out. But as far as the Rainbow DK archetype is concerned, there's only one new card that really makes sense to put in it, and that is Corpsicle. Deal 3 damage, spend 3 corpses to return this to your hand at the end of your turn. So, this is like the infinite value card. So this is like Foam Render but on a spell, and it's very versatile because you can choose to either hit minions or hit face with it, but there's also the possibility of you having 2 Corpsicles at the same time. But the biggest issue with this card is that you have to obviously have enough corpses to run it. And I'm starting to wonder if this is very similar to Foam Render, to where the card is great if you randomly generate it, but you usually don't want to run it in your deck just because there might be some situations to where you don't want to use the card because you don't have enough corpses. But I would actually argue that with Corpsicle in particular, it's not exactly like Foam Render, because it's just, it's a spell that can deal damage. Sometimes you don't want to hit 5 damage into a 10-5 minion and take that 10 damage, but let's say it's a 10-3, you would always play Corpsicle to remove that, even if you're not getting that card back. So this is probably a very safe card to put into the deck. It's just a very useful way of removing cards, but if this card doesn't end up seeing play, you could always find it out of Frost Strike, since it is a Frost Rune card. So Rainbow DK has this very interesting idea with Corpsicle. Another new card you could run is Gorgon Zormu. I feel like this card is absolutely fantastic for Rainbow DK. but it's one of those circumstances to where you need to play the Gorgonzola as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you know, the cheeses aren't going to give you that big of minions. But the idea behind this is that you can do a big clear, you can do like, you know, like a threads clear, and then play the cheese for 3 big minions, and now you have removed the board while developing your own tempo, which is very important with a deck like this. As far as the other new cards that find its way into this deck, the only other final new card is going to be the Grifta, just because I feel like this is an auto-include in almost every single deck. I don't know what it is with Blizzard and coming out with a new neutral card that is just an auto-include in so many decks, but Grifta just makes a lot of sense because it's a 4-drop that can find you a flex card in the right situation. Do you need a mind control for 1 turn to get over a taunt to go face? That's an option. Do you want 3 random legendaries? You probably never want to pick this card. This is in here in order to make it a little bit worse. But, you know, random 4-drop with taunt, dealing 6 damage, healing 12. This is probably going to be the most common one that you find. But granted, you do need to get lucky from that discover because I believe there are 7 options here and not all of them are fantastic. But yeah, Grifta seems like a really good idea in this deck as well. And the last thing that I'll say is that Marin's the real card that goes into every single deck, especially if you are an expensive deck. I cannot not recommend this card. I mean, hey man, 0 mana Climactic Necrotic Explosion. Do I really need to say anything else? Marin goes in most decks, especially if they have a high curve. There's just no question about it. But I am going to warn you guys, I would not recommend crafting this deck on day 1. I would just check out the video, see how these cards perform, and then maybe try building your own list, because I really do believe that Rainbow DK is going to go under some sort of like evolution, some sort of like massive change that really changes how the archetype is going to see play. And unfortunately, like, I really don't know the direction that's going to go. Maybe it's a bit of an aggro deck. Maybe we run cards like Corpse Bride again, and we care more about just like big tempo plays. The possibilities of Rainbow DK are very unpredictable right now. But if you guys enjoy Rainbow DK, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because this is going to be the deck that I revisit a bunch to try and figure out the best build, because I know my audience, and I know my audience loves Rainbow DK. So thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this really weird deck intro, because I don't know if I'm going to be returning to this particular version of this archetype in the future. I really hope Rainbow DK goes under some massive changes, because I am ready for a new way of playing this archetype. Not that the old archetype was bad, but Rainbow DK always finds a way to raise my expectations at Hearthstone. But thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this deck intro, and we'll see you for the next video. Lab patron? I wonder who this is. All right, Rainbow DK. This is what you guys want, right? This is what everybody loves. Some good old-fashioned Rainbow DK. And I really didn't play it all too much this Theorycraft. Like, after I lost to Theo, when he was playing Rainbow DK, I was just like, my deck's bad. That's why I didn't want to play it, but I'll at least go out with it. This will probably be like a 20-minute game if it goes on long enough. What? Excavate Shaman. What? Are you guys paying attention? Why is no one freaking out right now? Excavate Shaman. Dude, this is a designer. What do you mean someone got bored of life? I don't trust this deck. I don't trust anything about this deck, bro. I am turbo scared. Patches, okay. Like, what else? Wait a minute. Evolving? What's the point of evolving these cards? What is the point in evolving these cards? I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding this. I don't know if the game random cards aren't gonna change his way. I mean, dude, at a certain point, if you're playing a deck like this, you just accepted. If it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, you just move on to the next game. All right, here we go. Reska could just take whatever bullshit he makes. I think Ziliax is fine. The only issue I have is that there's no middle ground for the card where it could slot into most decks and just be okay as opposed to being busted in a few. Well, no, that's not really the problem with it. The problem with it is that Ziliax serves 2 purposes right now. 2 major purposes that are really hard to refute in terms of like, oh man, like these are definitely powerful. There's no other way of disputing it. All right, give me that cheese. Alright, I don't know what's going on here, but I guess we'll find out. But it's like, yeah, he's busted in a few, and it's like, there are a few middle ground Zilliaxes, like, you know, like the 5/7, the 4-mana one, where you have to either play it in an aggressive deck, and it doubles its attack, for example. Like, that one's technically busted, but it's not busted because it's not, like, the best one. Just keep building up the corpses. Survive. That's all we need to do is survive. Nerfing him will be very unfun for casual players. Well, like I was about to say, the biggest problem with Zilliax is the fact that he's just like, there are some decks he just pushes over the edge, you know? Like, aggressive decks getting, you know, a 0-mana +1/+1 to everything. You know, control decks having Unkill ZX, which completely, you know, ends the game in some circumstances. He's a wall, he's like a win more wall. Is like the best way of describing it. He just literally wins so many games so frequently. Like, you go from I'm about to win to I'm going to win. You know what I mean? Like, that is a very important distinction. We don't need nerfs, we need buffs. How do you buff things even to that? The biggest problem that we have is that the differential between cards is so massive. Buffing and nerfing is not necessarily the problem when the cards are just going to be ridiculously OP no matter what the changes are at the end of the day. What we need is cards to be around the same power level instead of having this gigantic gap between them. It's not about nerfing or buffing, it's just about cards being right from the gate. That's more important in my opinion. Take control of an enemy minion? I don't trust this deck. I really don't trust it, so I'm gonna do this. Lots of mind control now, right? Let this cheese fester. I want core set changes, and they said we were gonna change it sometimes. They add auras, and they never change it again. They just did. They added in the card that can destroy locations. I kind of agree with you, man. They say that we're gonna change it sometimes, and then they barely do it, you know? Like, what about Steam Cleaner? Steam Cleaner would have been a great card to add into this meta. But then again, it counters Insidious. Yo? Wait, this is just Highlander Shaman, isn't it? Wait, it's not Highlander Shaman. I have no idea what's happening. I really don't understand what's happening here, man. But I guess what I'll do is I'll just keep destroying minions, and now I'm gonna start hitting them in the face. Okay. Give me all the ice cream in the world. I think Buttons is the worst Taurus. I would kind of agree with you. Maestro honestly isn't that insane, but I just high rolled with it, so that's kind of just, it's kind of mean to say that. Oh, Insidious, is that what's about to happen here? I don't have a Dirty Rat or anything like that. Okay. What's my CNE at right now? 10? Yep, there it is. So now that's just gonna kill me, right? Like, I can't... I mean, I guess I could out-heal this, because he's only getting 1 proc. And I could kill it with this. So he's got the Scorpion now, or he's got the Murloc. Not even gonna let him have the totem. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't trust it. I don't trust this at all. So it's just a deck that makes Insidious work. Okay, hold on a minute. If you draw all of them, I am technically dead. But I do have healing with this. It's probably just gonna be time to throw it out, but at the same time, this doesn't have a lot of... The minions are just gonna get killed. Yo, chill. This is very sus, man. I'm actually gonna lose to this, I think. I think I for sure lose to this, guys. Questionable. Counting eruptions is, oh my god. Wait, he's at 10 cards. I need the healing. That's why this has to be done. The chain doesn't start. Now he needs to have a draw card. Is this the cheese meta? Honestly, it might be. Look at how good my cheese is now. 9 drops. So just get a bunch of king plushes. Literally 3 king plushes does it. Oh shit, really? That's not enough to stop him. To stop me though. Is there one more? 2 drops, taunt. Let's fucking go, dude. GG. GG, man. All right, give me king plushes. Damn it. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so coin out the Mompa. So Happy Gorgon Zorbo is free in the legendary crack. Gonna throw him in every deck. Good, good. And you'll think of me while doing it. I don't know. I'm gonna make it my goal to try and put him in as many decks as possible. Alright, so we'll play this on 2 and then play the Mompa on 3. I was surprised Darby Hunter got a non-random minion removal spell that doesn't suck. Yeah, honestly, dude. It's kind of crazy. Fatigue Warlock? Wait a minute, what? This can't just be Fatigue Warlock. This has to be something else. Like, this has to be something else, right? Like, what else besides Fatigue? What else are you doing? Okay, bro, come on. What is this? What are you doing? Conductor next turn is gonna be crazy good. Conductor next turn is like actually insanely good. I would need Threads top deck. All you can eat warrior I haven't seen once. Oh, okay. Sacrificial imp. If it's your turn, wait a minute. So I can just kill this and it's gone. He's gonna eat the imp next turn, I feel like. There's no way I could stop it, unfortunately. Alright, well, I gotta let the imp live, unfortunately. I want Convincing Infiltrator in Standard again so I can piss people off. You are, and that's exactly why you're not gonna get it. No, that's exactly why you're not gonna get it, man. 9 drops have Monstrosity, King Plush, Fi, Obsidian Statue, Walking Fountain, and Bot Face. Ooh, Bot Face. There you go. That's a good 9 drop, right? People want that to be good. Wait, what? That's what happens when you eat the imp? It becomes monstrous? It's kind of weird. It's just insane how good Army of the Dead is now. Infiltrator with the Spellstone and the 9-mana statue. Yes. You want Big Priest back? Go back to Wild. You want Big Priest? Go to Wild. It's still good there, right? Go ahead and play your Neptulons if you want, your Obsidian statues. You could keep that as far away from me as you can possibly can. Keep that far away from me, man. I don't need that at all. I don't need it. I just don't need it. Okay. Okay. So it's Imp Warlock. He's playing Imp Fatigue. It's probably gonna die now, but it did its job. At the same time, I'm gonna protect it. I gotta protect my family no matter the cost. Just remember when Mom Pa was a 1/8, dude? A 1/8? Oh my god, 1/8? They're 2 people, they gotta have 2 attack. Like, come on, man. You didn't think about that now, did you, Blizzard? You only buffed it because 2 is better than 1. Oh yeah, Paladin's not a thing? Kind of a thing in Wild. If you're not playing Rogue or Warlock in Wild, you aren't winning games. I don't know, man. Demon Hunter might be the new... Whoa, what? Insidious? Wait. Deal 6? Well, that works. So many corpses, dude. We farmed them. I don't even know what my max HP is, dude. It's been around since turn 4, right? So I got like, what, 20 HP? So I got 50 max life? That doesn't seem right. I feel like it's more than that. 55 or like 60. Didn't I coin it out? I coined it out, didn't I? It's been on the field for 4 turns. 4 or 5 turns. I think I've either got 20 or 25 health. There's no way Insidious is a throw into every single deck, right? I mean, I'd be kind of cool with that, in all honesty. I like Insidious, personally. I wouldn't mind that. I think I'm gonna... I mean, should I wait on this? No, I should just get it out. Bam. Why not? I'm gonna hold on to the weapon for now. No way, dude. Come on. 2 of them immediately? Try to make this unkillable. Insidious spell damage doesn't stack. I don't believe it does, no. Is that extra damage actually gonna make the difference? Oh my god, it is. Damn, dude. But at the same time, crescendos are gone now. Threads and I clear. No threads. Okay. All right. The crescendos are gone. How are they gonna kill me? And they didn't have fizzle. So like Insidious is like it. They need like other ways of dealing damage. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wait. What? Oh shit. Oh, I didn't even think. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, that's such a big deal. Oh, that's actually such a big deal, dude. Oh, I should have known that was happening. I literally should have known that was happening. What the fuck's wrong with me? But I could clear anyway because of that. One, two, three, everything dies. Goodbye. Tried to warn you. I mean, at the same time, like, I needed to make that move, right? Like, I have to force him to play it. Because if I just don't play into it, then he just takes the board, and then I lose anyway. Oh, my lord. Oh, come on. Literally, that card was unplayable. Until he had this. This also has the 8/8, right? Oh, my god. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute, I can transform it. I'm a genius, dude. I'm actually so fucking smart. They literally can't believe that I put this in my deck. They literally can't believe that I put this in my deck. Nice 8-8, dude. Do I eat books? That was smart. Oh my god. Ziliax, that'll just end the game. Fuck it. Oh, yo. Get him. I think we just recovered, man. And I might have time for one more. Looks like I might have time to queue up one more. A lot of people online right now still. Let's just end it. What a game, man. What a game, man. What's happened to my outfit, Reska? You only get a ton, you get another Reska, actually. Because there's not a 21 mana minion, so there's no minion you upgrade to it. It only will summon a Reska. Because there's no other 20 mana minion, right? Wait a minute. Wait, it could summon an 8/8, actually. It could summon a giant. So there's a possibility it summons a giant or another Reska. I feel like the 2/1 Naga's become a problem card. Oh, dude, they put it into the game, man. I feel like they knew what it was gonna do. I feel like they knew. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they knew how good Pupil was. All right, I got time for one more. I got 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes, so I'm gonna end it out with Rainbow DK, man. Hold on, I think she's the only person that's like queuing right now. It's guaranteed, right? All right. Time for me to get my revenge. Time for me to get my revenge. This is the last game. Last game of Theorycraft. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one, dude. 1 minute left, and here we are doing this. Oh god, why have I done this? Why have I literally done this? They have to be mad at me, but I want to do this. I want to play. I'm sorry, I have an addiction. 12 hours isn't enough for me. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This went by very quickly. This went by extremely quickly for me, and I'm gonna play as fast as I can. I'll be playing Pirate Rogue and Wild. Nah, man, I can close the game out. I'm allowed to close it out, but I'm gonna have to play very quickly. This is Speedstone. Speedstone, bro. Is this the only day of Theorycraft? Yeah, this only happens once. Only happens once for an expansion. Threads? More threads is always good in this matchup. Don't I have to show the decks in this client? For tubers? I mean, I already have screenshots of most of my decks, and I also have I've also got deck codes and all of that. The only decks I really have to save are the new ones that we made earlier. But most of the decks have already been saved. The final version? Yeah, I could still do that. Reduce the cost? Wait a minute. 2 packs and giveaway win. What a sad day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. It happens. Unfortunately, not everybody can be a winner. There have to be some people that lose. Nothing else really needs to happen here. Oh man, I didn't realize she'd still be playing Taunt Warrior, bro. This might go on forever. I run the Evolve to hard counter the food fight. I mean, I run the Evolve because I have Zilliax and I can get, you know, decent cards out of it. I could play the Zilliax and then I can evolve it into an 11 drop. Well. That is sometimes what happens. Fuck it. Full damage. Probably could discount a decent chunk of this hand. Frost Strike will clear whatever she plays. I gotta worry about Zilliax though. This is dealing 9. I can maybe summon this by turn. Oh, okay. Okay, there it is. Well, there it is. If only I could evolve that, right? Testing dummy. One, two, three. Really wish I had Rezka. Top deck it. This is not good, honestly. This is really not good. I need Rezka, so I can maybe steal this and prevent it from being resurrected a whole bunch of times. And if I can't do that, yeah, Speedstone, am I right? I mean, hey, man, like, it is only turn 8. The game's been going on for like 5 minutes. It's actually kind of going pretty quickly, all things considered. Oh, God, wait a minute. I can't... Oh, good lord, dude, these big minions. Is it just time? Yeah, Zilliax definitely slowed down the game. Alright, got 15 damage in deck, but I've got healing. I just gotta keep throwing the corpsicles. I gotta focus on generating corpses. I've got 3 damage every turn. The biggest issue is the fact that I can't kill the Zilliax and make it an issue for the threads. Only way of doing that is to play Army of the Dead into threads right now, which I guess we could do. Kinda need this board dead, but at the same time, I want armor. Okay, there's mine. Deals 10. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, this is just bad. 3 threads? I could just play like Hardcore Cultist, Army of the Dead, and like double threads, and then trade and maybe get away with the clear. But dude, I'm like really just trying to find this Rezka. And now it just feels like it's unwinnable. This feels pretty dunzo, man. I don't see another line. I gotta make this next turn more resilient or somehow. I think I just lose, unfortunately. She doesn't have the mech weapon, would she? Freeze weapon? I guess I could have gone for freeze weapon if the goal was to try and, well, no, if I go for freeze weapon, I spend the 3 corpses and I can't freeze him. That actually doesn't work. So I actually couldn't even go for the, for that weapon. Wait, so which one procs first? Ziliac still dies, I think. Yeah, because the poison. Now it sticks around. Oh god, there's literally the Reska. There's literally the Reska. Okay, well, I guess we learned a very valuable lesson, didn't we? Alright. Hydration station. I need to draw bombs and then heal.
My god. How does he do it?
You need your head. Discover Reska every time. I didn't have any discover cards though. You know, if I waited one more turn, I maybe could have stolen it. But at the same time, I needed the minion dead, didn't I? It put a lot of effort into the sandwich card, you at least have to admit. There it is. Okay. Wait, no way. Okay. Okay. 16 damage. It's just gonna bring back Unkillziax a million times. Well, that's the last time now. This is the last time, so if I clear this board, it's donezo. So all I have to do is somehow just kill one of them. I'm still super confused how this interaction works. Maybe I just should have played both of them. But now I can kill the next board too. Do this, kill board, play this, heal up, can't lose, right? It just depends on whether or not I draw the bombs here, I think. That sandwich tasted awful and new warriors were bad cooks. I mean, I can tell you one thing about send me your arm. She's great at making drinks. Wait a minute, this isn't enough to kill everything. I think I still just have to throw it. All right, here we go, man. Think we got it, man. This could find removal, but she's gonna run out of options, though. We're gonna go the distance. Okay. This is make it or break it. Need to find a control tool. A brawl, if you will. An AoE option. Bladestorm doesn't deal. That doesn't deal. Ham doesn't deal. GG? GG. It's GG, right? Right? Don't play with my heart. Yeah, she's gotta go face in case I draw the bombs. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. What a game. That was a game. Rainbow DK to end it out was correct.